Welcome back to the pre-launch series presented by MeetEdgar. And I'm really excited today to talk to you a little bit about sharing behind the scenes content in your pre-launch strategy. So the reason that I like to say this is so important to do is a pretty natural thing that you do when you go to someone's house for a party. So when you go to someone's house for a party and you excuse yourself to use the restroom, what is the stereotypical thing that people do? They go through the medicine cabinet because they want to get that behind the scenes look into someone's life. It's the same on social media. Your followers want that look into your life. They loved having their curiosity filled on what your day-to-day life is like, what you keep in your medicine cabinet. So do them a favor and don't make them feel like snoops. I know I'm guilty of doing it once or twice in my life. No, I don't try to do it anymore, but shame on me. I've done it before, and I'm sure you know that feeling of wanting to know that person just a little bit better. So let your followers know who you are, and as you're setting up your business, make a category of social media posts that let them see into that side of your life. Some things you can put into that category are things like what your morning routine is. This is hugely helpful and something that people love seeing on social media because it also adds value to people's day. They're able to get a glimpse into how other productive people structure their morning, what their routines are, to get ideas to take into their life. If they see that on social media and they take something away from you, they're going to be stoked and they're going to be so happy and emotionally connected to your brand that you gave them that value. Another thing to think about doing is to start to share why you created your company. Start to put your origin story into social media status updates. This is so important because as humans, we want that beginning, middle, and end when it comes to completing a story, right? That is something that we crave. That is something that is in our mind. And if you think about the things that have lasted the test of time, like novels, movies, stuff like that, they all have this beginning, middle, and end structure. So why wouldn't we use that on social media, right? So that's something else to keep in mind, is to start really telling people, when you got the idea for your business or service, why you started to actually take action on it. Stuff like that can be really cool to orient people in your beginnings. Another thing to think about in your behind the scenes content is to share your values, not only your personal ones, but also your business values and your business's mission. People are buying more and more these days on value-based systems. So if you are showing what your business values are and someone has the same values, that is going to be something huge that they can connect with and feel like they've made the right choice with your brand over someone else's if you are in a competitive market space. Lastly, try to show your face. People are used to having that face-to-face, human-to-human connection. Think about how we buy things in stores. We are going up to a salesperson and we have that face-to-face connection. Humans want to buy from humans. It is in our DNA to form communities who have like-minded values and a like-minded mission, and that we know there's a person behind the brand who's going to take care of us if we have questions, if we have problems, and having that face is going to build your trust far more than anything. So if I scroll through any feed, I want to see your face in it, whether it's on Twitter or whether it's on Facebook, or most definitely if it's on Instagram. Make sure somewhere within those 9 tiles you show your face so that people are really connecting strongly to the human behind the brand and they feel comfortable asking questions of you and sharing out your values and actually responding when you ask for feedback and solicit different questions from them on social media to build your engagement. So please create a behind the scenes category for your pre-launch and start putting in things like what you do during the day, any handy tips you have. Like if you have a really great way of doing laundry, share that out. It's not directly related to your business, but it gives that medicine cabinet behind the scenes glimpse. It really connects with people. And start to think too what your ideal customer avatar goes throughout the day. Are they a mom driving their kids to school? Perhaps you go ahead and make some behind the scenes on how you pack your kids' lunches, because that will connect with your audience. If you don't think your ideal customer is going to be a mom, perhaps skip that behind the scenes tip. If your ideal customer is a college student, perhaps go ahead and give them different tips on how to study or cram for a final or how to get the most out of their college experience. stuff like that. Think about the stories that you have because only you have your stories, right? No one else out there has the same experiences that you have. So that's your unique selling perspective. And you need to start getting that out there early on and building people's trust that you're someone who's going to be there in the long run and that you're someone who really cares and has worked on your business so hard. So please, if you think that social media is not ready for you to start yet because you don't have your product or service out in the world yet, you are so wrong. And I really want to make sure that you're ramping up a community before you release your product or service. Using a tool like MeetEdgar can absolutely help with that because, as I was mentioning here, we have a lot of categories, right? And the way that MeetEdgar categorizes your posts and sends them out is super simple to make sure that you're putting like behind the scenes content into a behind the scenes content category and mixing it in. So you're not only going to share behind the scenes content, but you'll have your tips category, your quotes category, your blogs, your content, your videos, stuff like that. So you get a good mix. And today I want to make sure that you're making a behind the scenes content category, either in Edgar or some other way that you're organizing your social media, putting your unique stories, your values, your missions, stuff like that in there, and getting that out into the world before even your product or service is out in the world to build up that respect, to build up that clout, and to really make sure when it's time to launch, your community is ready to go, trusts you, and is ready to hear from you rather than being like, who's this person? I don't know what they are about. Why are they trying to sell me something? I don't know anything about them. You see the difference there? If you're building up that behind the scenes content, you're having that conversation and you're actually getting in their head and building that trust. So once you're ready to sell, it becomes so much easier and less salesy because we don't like sales, remember? It's a conversation. And when you do it that way with social media, it's a blast too. So if you want to use Edgar to try to help automate this, if you're busy during your launch, go ahead and use the code EdgarSocial to go ahead and get a free month, or email support@meetedgar.com and we can get you set up with a free trial, or go ahead and get some other system to categorize your posts so you can get that good mix of content out there. I'll see you in the next video. Comment below if you have any questions, if you have any feedback at all. And like I said, email support@meetedgar.com and we're always happy